Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. It is good to see you in this meeting. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nisha Kasari, and I will lead the second session of this seminar. So today we have a very special keynote speaker, and she will bring us to discuss together about methane. So please welcome Miss Rizkya. Please give applause for her. Okay, Kia, are you ready for the presentation?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, without any further ado, so let's start the presentation. Miss Kia, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nisha, for leading the the discussion today. So let me share the screen first. So is my screen appear now?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rizkya Namira. So today I will explain about the methane. There are 4 points that I will deliver today. The first is about the definition. The second is the sources. The third is the process. And the last is the example of the methane. So let's jump to the first point. There is the definition. So what is the methane? So methane is the odorless, colorless, and flammable gas that occurs abundantly in nature and as a product of certain human activities. Methane is the simple member of the paraffin series of hydrocarbons and is among the most potent of the greenhouse gases, and its chemical formula is CH4. And next, let's jump to the sources of the methane. There are 2 sources of the methane. The first is the natural source, and the second is anthropogenic emission. So for the first is about the natural source. So the methane produced by the natural source is completely offset by the natural methane sink. This has been so for thousands of years. Before the influence of human, the methane level were quite steady because this natural balance. There are 2 kinds of natural sources. The first is food waste, and the second is the animal waste. And for the second sources is the anthropogenic emission. Anthropogenic or human caused emission are modifying the Earth's energy balance between emitting solar radiation and the heat released back into space, amplifying the greenhouse effect and resulting in climate change. And next, I will explain about the process of the methane, which is the methane cycle. So the first process is start with the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The second, the plant takes CO2 or the carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere and combine it with water and energy during the process of photosynthesis to produce the oxygen and the carbohydrates, which up make the structure of the plant. And the third, the animal eat the plant as a as a part of the digestion process, they produce the methane in their rumen and breathe it out. And the last is once in the atmosphere, the methane combines with the water vapor or H2O and sunlight in the number of chain reaction to produce the CO2 or carbon dioxide and water vapor, along with a number of other important things like an ozone. And for the last topic is about the example of the methane, the example that using the methane. So the first example is the gas cookers. So the stove that using the biogas or the methane gas will burn very cleanly and and produce fewer pollutants during the cooking, and then any other fuel except the electricity. For the second example is generation of the electricity. Various technologies to generate the electricity from the methane gas on a household level are available. In principle, the chemical energy of the combustible gases is converted to mechanical energy in a controlled the combustion system by a heat engine. This chemical energy then activates a generator to produce electrical power. And the last example is the fuel. So the fuel or the compressed natural gas, or simply say as the CNG, is an alternative fuel to conventional transportation fuels and is known for its low greenhouse emissions. CNG produced from biogas, named as bio CNG, is similar to a regular CNG in the term of vehicle fuel economy and emission. So maybe that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Kia, for the great explanation. And now we will jump to the Q&A session. I will open two session of Q&A session. The first session is consists three question, and the second session it is two question. And now, who wants to ask? Please raise your hand, and I will let you ask the question now. Okay, we have three person. First is Miss Valenza, Miss Shofa, and also Miss Tasha. Please, Miss Valenza.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nisha, for the opportunity, and thank you, Miss Rizkya, for your great presentation. So as we know that methane is more environmentally friendly than diesel and any other fuel, but why? Methane gas can also be the cause of global warming. So that's my question. You get it?
Miss Kia, can you?
Yes, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Before that, I will ask you to Miss Kia. Uh, you want to collect the question, or you will directly answer the question?
May I to collect it first?
Next, the second question by Miss Sofa.
All right, thank you, Miss Nisha, for the opportunity, and thank you for Ms. Rizkia to great presentation. I want to ask, because we know that methane is causes global warming, and how to decrease methane emission for our work. Thank you.
Miss Kia, can you get the question?
So the question is how to decrease the methane emission? Is it
Yes.
right? All right, thank you.
And next, the third question, it is from Miss Tasha.
Okay, thank you, moderator, for giving me the opportunity to ask. I want to ask to Miss Rizkya about what is differences between methane gas and biogas.
All right, thank you, Ms. Tasha.
You're welcome. Okay, Miss Kia, it is already three questions. And now, do you need a time to answer the question?
Yes, yes, Ms. Nisha.
How many time?
3 minutes, is it okay?
Okay, Miss Kia, the time is yours.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Miss Kia, it is already 3 minutes. Do you need more time to answer the question?
All right. I will answer the following questions. So the following question is the why methane gas also be the cause of the global warming? Is it true?
Yes, Miss Rizkya.
Yes, okay. So the methane gas is the one of the greenhouse gases or GHG that can cause the greenhouse effect as the cause of global warming. The methane gas will damage the earth ozone layer, and the methane gas is released into the atmosphere before it is burned uh, is harmful also for the environment. So because of that, the methane gas is the greenhouse gas that can cause the climate change. So uh, this is the answer. Is it answering your question, Miss Valenza?
Yes, Miss Rizkya, that's clear. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So next, I will answer Miss Tasya first, the Miss Tasya question. So the question is the differences between the biogas and methane gas. Is it correct, Miss Tasya?
Yes.
Okay, so the methane, actually the methane is the simplest of aliphatic, the hydrocarbon that being a constituent of natural gas, while the biogas is the mixture of the methane and carbon dioxide produced by the anaerobic digestion of the organic waste matter used as a fuel. So simply say that the methane is the organic compound that contains in the biogas, while the biogas is uh, the product that uh, consists the methane in it. So that's the question, the answer. Can you get my answer, Miss Tasha?
Yes, it's clear. Thank you very much.
All right. So for the wait a second. So for the next question is Miss Sofa. The question is decrease the methane. Is it right?
Yes.
Okay, so for decreasing the methane, reducing the additive and supplement can be used by the synthetic chemical, uh, such as the antibiotics. And next is the natural supplements and compounds, such as the tannins and seaweed. And the last is by using the fats and also the oil. So can you get my answer, Miss Sofa?
All right. I get your answer. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Kia, for answering the question. And now let's come to the second session for Q&A. For who want to ask, please raise your hand. Okay, we have two person, that is Miss Agnya and also Miss Salma. First, Miss Agnya.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Nisha, and thank you, Ms. Rizkya, for the great explanation. I want to ask, previously you already explained about so many sources of methane, but I want to ask which one is the biggest source of methane? Thank you.
All right, thank you, Miss Agnia.
And next, Miss Salma.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nisha, and also Miss Rizkya for the great presentation. So for the Miss Rizkya, I just curious, is methane gas dangerous for human? You get the question?
Yeah, thank you, Miss Salma.
Okay, Miss Kia, do you need time to answer this question?
Yes, 2 minutes. Is it okay?
Okay, the time is yours. It's already 2 minutes. Miss Kia, are you ready for answer the question?
Yes, I'm ready, Miss Nisha. So I will answer Miss Salma's question first. So the question is the methane gas is dangerous for humans? Is it right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so actually, if the methane gas is only consists of the methane, it is non-toxic for the human, but it can become toxic or deadly when mixed with the other gas. So it can be cause the dizziness and headache symptoms, but these frequently go unnoticed while the brain signals uh, comes to the body gasping for air. So uh, it's the answer. So is it answering your question, Miss Salma?
Yes, Miss Kia, thank you.
All right, thank you. So the last I will answer Miss Agnia's question. So the question is, which is the biggest source of the methane gas? Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let me share the screen first. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so here is I have data from iea.org. This is the data of the source of methane emission. So the biggest source of the methane is from the wetlands for the natural source, while for the anthropogenic source, the biggest source is from the agriculture, and for the next followed by the energy, waste, and others. So is it answering your question, Miss Agnia?
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. So go back to Miss Nisha.
Okay, thank you, Miss Kia. I think all the question is already answered by Miss Kia. Now, let me give the summarize for this seminar. So methane is odorless, colorless, and also flammable gas with the chemical formula CH4. And the sources of methane it is from natural and also can from anthropogenic emission. And process of the methane, it is by methane cycle. It is start with the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and plants take carbon dioxide out from the atmosphere and combine with the water and energy during the process of photosynthesis to produce oxygen and carbon dioxide. And also the animal eat the plants, and as a part of the digestion process, they produce methane in their rumen and burp it out. Once in atmosphere, the methane combine with the water vapor and sunlight in a number of a chain reaction to produce carbon dioxide and water vapor, along with a number other important things. And for the last, it is example for the methane, it is full generation of electricity and also gas cooker. And okay, everyone, that's all for today's seminar. Thank you for your attention, and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.